You're at the pump. 3 options, and almost automatically you pick premium because it sounds smarter. Now look at the price. That's an extra 60 cents, sometimes $1 per gallon. Over time, that's hundreds of dollars. Gone. Here's the truth. For most cars, that money is wasted. And no, premium isn't a scam. It exists for a real reason, but not for more power or a cleaner engine. It comes down to one thing: pressure. In this video, I'll show you what Octane really means, how to check what your car actually needs, and the simple way to get the same benefits without overpaying. By the end, you won't pump gas the same way again. Let me kill the biggest myth in the car world right now. Premium gas is not more powerful. It does not have more energy. It does not burn hotter or cleaner or more completely than regular 87. If you've been thinking of premium as a kind of super fuel, like a protein shake for your engine, I need you to let that go entirely. Here is what premium actually is. It is harder to ignite. That's it. That is the entire difference. Here's why that matters. Inside your engine, a piston compresses a mixture of air and fuel before the spark plug fires. In a standard engine, that compression ratio is moderate, maybe 9 or 10 to 1. Regular 87 octane handles that just fine. But in a high-performance engine, think turbocharged, supercharged, or high-compression naturally aspirated, that ratio gets pushed to 11, 12, even 13 to 1. You are squeezing that air-fuel mixture incredibly tight. And here's the problem. When you compress a gas, you heat it up. If that mixture gets hot enough before the spark plug fires, it ignites on its own, spontaneously, before it's supposed to. That is called pre-ignition, or knock, or detonation. You may have heard that sound, a pinging, rattling noise under acceleration. That is literally small explosions happening inside your engine at the wrong time, and they are hitting your piston from the wrong direction. Over time, that destroys your engine internals. High-octane fuel resists that spontaneous ignition. It stays stable under extreme compression and waits for the spark plug to tell it when to burn. That's its entire job. So if your engine doesn't generate that level of compression or heat, if your engine is not specifically engineered to push the limits of that air-fuel mixture, then putting high-octane fuel in it does absolutely nothing. Zero. The fuel ignites at the same moment the spark plug fires, whether it's 87 or 93. You paid extra for stability you never needed. It's like buying a reinforced steel door for a tent. The door is great, it's just not solving any problem you have. Now you understand the science. The next question is, does your car actually need that stability? This is where most people get it wrong, and where manufacturers don't exactly rush to clarify things. Your owner's manual uses 2 words, required and recommended. They're not the same. Required means your engine is built for high-octane fuel. Run lower octane, and over time, you risk knock, potential damage, and even warranty issues. If it says required, use premium, no debate. Recommended is different. It means the engine performs best on premium, but it's designed to safely run on regular too. That's because of knock sensors, tiny devices that constantly monitor for detonation. If knock starts, the system automatically adjusts ignition timing to protect the engine. The trade-off? No damage, but less performance and slightly worse fuel economy. So now it becomes a math problem. If regular saves you money at the pump but costs you 3 to 5% in efficiency, is it still worth it? In city driving, you'll barely notice a difference. On highways, hills, or hot days, the impact becomes more real. Bottom line, check your manual. Required means use premium. Recommended means you have a choice. And that choice depends on how and where you drive. Here is the part of this video that nobody on YouTube is talking about clearly. And it is the entire reason this video exists. A lot of people, not all, but a meaningful number, buy premium gas for a reason that has nothing to do with octane at all. They buy it because they believe premium has better detergents and additives, that it cleans the fuel injectors, that it keeps the engine running cleaner. And honestly, that instinct comes from a real place. Gasoline quality absolutely matters. Detergent additives are real, and the difference between high detergent and low detergent gas shows up inside your engine over time. But here's what those people don't know. Octane rating and detergent content are two completely separate things. One has nothing to do with the other. The standard that actually governs gasoline detergent quality is called top tier. It was developed by major automakers, BMW, GM, Honda, Toyota, Volkswagen, because they were frustrated that the EPA's minimum detergent standards weren't enough to prevent carbon deposits on fuel injectors and intake valves over time. Top-tier gas has significantly more deposit control additives than the baseline. And here's the critical part. Every grade at a top-tier station, regular 87, mid-grade 89, and premium 91 or 93, meets the same top-tier detergent standard. If you fill up at a top-tier certified station, and most major brands in the US are Shell, Chevron, Costco, BP, Exxon, Mobil, and many others, you are getting the high-quality detergent package in your regular 87. You are not getting a cleaner engine by upgrading to premium at those stations. You are only getting harder-to-ignite fuel. And if your engine doesn't need that, you are paying for nothing. Now let's talk about the real cleaning challenge, because this is where I see even informed car owners get confused. If you drive a modern direct injection engine, and a huge percentage of cars sold in the last decade have direct injection, you have a unique problem. In a traditional port-injected engine, fuel is sprayed into the intake port where it washes over the back of the intake valve and naturally cleans away carbon deposits. In a direct injection engine, fuel is sprayed directly into the cylinder, bypassing the intake valves entirely. Oil vapors from the PCV system still blow through the intake, coat the backs of the valves, and bake into carbon at engine temperatures. Nothing washes it off. Not top-tier gas. Not premium gas. Nothing in the fuel at all, because the fuel never touches those valves. This is why DI engines, Audi, BMW, Ford EcoBoost, VW TSI, many modern Toyotas, can suffer from carbon buildup that causes rough idle, misfires, and power loss after 60,000 to 80,000 miles. So what actually works? PEA, polyethyramine. Polyethyramine is the only chemical that has been shown in third-party testing to actually remove existing carbon deposits, not just prevent new ones from fuel system components. It works by chemically breaking the bond between the carbon and the metal surface. The top PEA-based cleaners you'll find at any parts store include products like Chevron Techron Concentrate Plus, Liquimoly Jectron, and Gumout Multi-System Tune-Up. You're looking for high PEA concentration, not the cheap dollar store stuff where it's the 8th ingredient listed after a bunch of fillers. A high-quality PEA cleaner runs about $15 to $20 a bottle. Manufacturers typically recommend adding 1 bottle to a full tank every 5,000 miles or at every oil change interval. Let's call it 4 bottles per year. That's $60 to $80 annually. Compare that to the premium tax. If your car holds 15 gallons and you fill up once a week, and the premium spread is 60 cents a gallon, you are spending $9 extra every fill-up, every week. That is over $450 a year, just in octane you don't need, to try to get a cleaning benefit that Octane doesn't even provide. With the $80 PEA strategy, you are actually removing carbon. You are targeting the real problem, and you are saving yourself close to $400 annually in the process. That is car care logic. Let's run the full numbers, because I want you to see the real-world scale of this. Average American drives about 15,000 miles per year. Average fuel economy of around 28 miles per gallon. Let's call it, gives you roughly 535 gallons consumed annually. At a 60-cent premium spread, that's $321 a year. At an 80-cent spread, it's $428. At a full dollar difference per gallon, which happens regularly in high-cost states, you're looking at $535 every single year. Over 5 years, that's anywhere from $1,600 to $2,675, on a car whose manual says recommended, not required. For most people, that's a set of tires. That's a significant chunk of an extended warranty. That's real money. Now, and this is important, I am not telling you to run regular in every situation forever without thinking. There are legitimate edge cases where dropping to premium, even in a recommended car, makes sense. Situation 1. Towing or hauling at high loads. When you are pulling a trailer, especially a heavy one, on grades on a hot day, you are dramatically increasing the thermal load on your engine. More throttle, longer duration, less airflow over the engine bay. The air-fuel mixture runs hotter. The risk of knock increases even in an engine that handles regular 87 just fine under normal driving. In those conditions, filling up with 91 or 93 before a towing trip is a smart, targeted investment. You're using premium the way it's meant to be used, as a solution to a specific combustion challenge, not as a blanket habit. Situation 2. Extreme heat environments. If you live somewhere that regularly sees temperatures above 95 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and your car is a recommended premium vehicle with a performance-oriented tune, ambient heat alone raises your baseline knock risk. Most ECUs handle this fine with timing adjustments, but if you're already near the edge of that system's tolerance, premium gives you meaningful headroom. Situation 3. The ethanol factor. This one surprises a lot of people. In some regions, particularly rural areas and certain parts of the Midwest, premium fuel is the only grade available without ethanol. You'll see it labeled as E0 or ethanol-free. Standard 87 in those regions is E10, 10% ethanol blended in. Ethanol absorbs water, and it also degrades and separates in fuel tanks that sit unused for weeks or months. If you have a classic car, a motorcycle, a boat, a lawnmower, a generator, or any small engine equipment, ethanol-free gas protects the fuel system and the carb from that degradation. In that scenario, you may be buying premium not for the octane at all, but because it's the only ethanol-free option at that pump. Completely valid. Just understand why you're making the choice. These edge cases are real, but they are specific, situational, and deliberate. They are not the reason most people are buying premium every single fill-up, every single week. Most people are doing it out of habit, out of marketing, out of a vague feeling that premium sounds better for their car. And now you know the difference between those two things. Let's simplify this. 3 steps. That's it. Step 1. Check your manual or fuel door. If it says required, use premium. If it says recommended or nothing at all, regular is fine. Step 2. Use a top-tier gas station. Most major brands already include the detergents your engine needs, so you're not getting extra cleaning from premium. Step 3. Add a PEA-based fuel cleaner every 5,000 miles. That's what actually removes carbon, not higher octane. That's the whole system. Simple, and it can save you hundreds a year. Now I want to hear from you. What does your car require, and what have you actually been using? Drop your make, model, and fuel choice below. We'll see how many people have been overpaying, or risking the opposite. At the end of the day, premium sounds better, but once you understand how it really works, the decision becomes simple. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.